It took me a while to film this episode. I was excited when I bought the class, then I kept procrastinating to start it. Figuring out the reason behind that procrastination opened up a whole new chapter in my life. I want to ask you this question to begin. Do you believe that you're a good artist? If so, why? Or if not, why not? Hi, welcome to Shedding Light. This is Merve. I'll be reviewing online craft classes on this channel and talk about life on the background. I hope you'll enjoy the content. If you like my videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And here we go. This week I'll follow the Botanical Sketchbooking class by the illustrator Lapin on Domestika. The link for the class is in the description box below if you want to buy the class and join me. For this class, I bought this cute little sketchbook. It has 80 110 gram pages. It's from Artist's Loft. I grabbed this koi watercolor set too. I'm in love with it. It's very compact and it has a good range of colors. It also comes with a water brush that I really like. I ended up buying another compact watercolor set from Winsor & Newton. I honestly don't know why. It must have been an impulse purchase. I don't think you need both. One or the other would do. Both are good options. I bought a couple Faber-Castell gold fabric colors. You can buy a set or pick an individual color, which I think is nice. I also bought a couple of different colors from Micron. I like that they have fine tips. It's good for details. I got a Signal white gel pen. This is good for highlights. I also bought a green one too. I forgot to mention that the Winsor & Newton watercolor set came with this cool brush. I left links for the materials in the description box below if you like to buy any of them. Back to being a good artist. When I realized that I was procrastinating starting this class, I decided to journal about it to find out why that might be. Was I being lazy or just not interested in this class? The answer was most obvious but somehow what I least expected. I was scared. Scared of failing, painting something that's not great. What would people who watch the show think of me? Then I thought, why was going to art school, drawing, and working as an artist for the past 15 years not enough for me to be confident in my art? The class begins with some cactus sketches. This one looked like a foot. I kinda like it. One of the classes was creating a color chart. I didn't quite understand the instructions of this exercise. I ended up just randomly mixing different colors. I realized that I haven't been creating for years and years until I decided to start this channel. What came up when I was journaling was the art bullies that I encountered. It's a thing that we don't really talk about in the art community. Some people choose to bully other artists' work to feel better about themselves. I remembered some occasions that this happened to me. In a 2015 study, a Polish psychologist asked students to describe different kinds of inner voices they conversed with and came up with a list of 4 common internal interlocutors: the faithful friend, the ambivalent parent, the proud rival, and the helpless child. Each voice might pop up in different situations. A proud rival type inner voice is more likely to be negatively focused on critiquing rather than offering support. I noticed that my inner critic's voice was shaped by a combination of a close friend, a mean classmate, and a strict teacher. I was realizing for the first time that I took their voices and made them mine. I remember the times I told people that I can't really draw. Why was I even saying that? Why can't anybody draw for that matter? What makes a bad artist anyway? Who decides that? There's a really good theater play written by Yasmina Reza called Art, that is questioning the meaning of art. The main character, Serge, buys a large, expensive, completely white painting. His friend Mark is horrified, and their relationship suffers considerable strain as a result of their differing opinions about what constitutes art. That's a really interesting conversation to have. What makes something art? I worked with children and I was mesmerized by their creativity. I could see the freedom in their drawings that came from lack of fear or shame. It's crazy how much shame can affect our ability to create. Those inner critics can actually stop us from doing the things that we love doing. Fear of getting criticized can overpower the joy of doing what we love. Comment below your experiences in getting bullied as an artist. I'm leaving the shed to take you to a nice place outside. Bye, Beanie. I'll be back. Me and my friend Rebecca, we went to the rose garden in Portland, Oregon with our art supplies to paint some roses. We picked a nice spot to sit and unpack. The squirrel thought so too. We were going to be there all day, so we took some snacks with us, but this cheeky squirrel wanted to eat them. We would have happily shared them with him, but some people warned us not to feed him. Well, bye, squirrel. Can we be accepting and kind to each other as artists? I don't know the answer to that, because what I know is I can't change other people. What I can change is my point of view. My grad school professor used to say, you need to have a healthy amount of cynicism if you want to do this. This was the first time I was drawing publicly. It was nice to enjoy the presence of beautiful flowers and chat with Rebecca while drawing. Passers-by were pausing to take a glance. Initially I was intimidated, but then I thought they have a right to have their experience and observations. Once you identify where your inner voice comes from, who's actually talking, you can separate yourself from it and realize that what it's saying is not the truth. People might have different motives to say things. Whatever those may be, they have nothing to do with you or your work. It's about them, about their fears and judgments. To me, judging art is like looking at flowers. Some might think those roses are too large, too pink, or they may think that they're beautiful. Someone else may wish they smelled nicer. Anyone can have any number of opinions about them. But in reality, they're just roses. They don't exist to be admired. They just exist. Who can say the roses are not art? I drew a bunch of different flowers at the rose garden. Overall, I enjoyed the class. The peony drawing was a little complicated and long, which is why I didn't review it here, but it was still worth watching. I turned one into a postcard, wrote a letter behind it, and sent it to family. I would recommend this class 9 out of 10.